Hello and welcome to Big or Big Games unboxing video of the Commander 2015 deck Wade into Battle. My name is Simon and I'll be doing the unboxing today. So this is a red-white deck, part of the new Commander 2015 cycle of enemy colour pairs. What I'm going to do is just open the box, very quickly go through some of the cards, point out a couple of unique ones, but generally just give you an overview of what's in there without going into too much detail. So right off the top we have the new Commander, Calamni, I'm really bad. Kale. Mr. Kale, the disciple of Aroas, as the commander for this deck. I will explain more about him when we get to his card though, and he will forever be called Kale by me. So you get this box here to keep the deck inside. You also get a little leaflet which explains all about the deck, how to play it and how it works. I'm not going to open it up because it's quite big, but it just explains how the deck functions and also ideas for how to improve it. So let's open this up, get it out of its plastic present. And on the top we have the tokens. So you get tokens with these. What I quite like is that they are double-sided tokens. Lightning Ravager on both sides for that one. That's gone well. So Shapeshifter is also a Shapeshifter. Elemental Shaman is a Shapeshifter, there we go. You also get an experience token, so this is useful for putting your experience counters on so you don't get confused on your commander with +1 counters, etc. So this is quite useful for the new ability for the commander, so keep hold of that one. And then we're on to the cards. So this is primarily a red deck with obviously then white and a small amount of multicoloured cards. It's got sort of an up and down curve. There's a lot of low mana cost cards, then it dips towards the middle and then jumps back up at the end, so lots of big game finishing cards in there. And overall the deck is very creature focused, and it's just about punching your opponent in the face really hard. And who can complain about that? So you have Herald of the Host as an example of one of the new abilities as well, Myriad. So it's a flying vigilance creature, 4/4 for 5 mana, which is, it's not too bad, but the Myriad ability. When this creature attacks, put a clone of it into, a copy of it into play for each of your opponents tapped and attacking those opponents. And then at the end of the combat, exile them. So for example, if you're playing against 3 different people, you'd attack with this one, and then you'd get 2 copies attacking the other opponents for free. So pretty cool. There's going to be some interesting shenanigans. There are combat shenanigans in this deck as well, so that'd be quite cool, those sort of mechanics to see. But generally, I mean, there's some artifacts there, mostly just for getting you mana and draw ready so you can play those big nasty guys. There's a little bit of removal and control in the red and in the white. However, a lot of it just comes down to the combat with the creatures. That's what this deck is. Wade into Battle really is wading into battle. So Mr. Kale, Disciple of Aroas, is 4 mana, 3/3, double strike and vigilance, so he's effectively attacking for 6. Whenever you cast a creature spell with converted mana cost 5 or greater, you get an experience counter. And then he gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have. So unlike the other commanders, this guy is just focused purely on himself. He just boosts himself with those experience counters. So, but being a double strike vigilance, even with a few counters on it, he could be swinging for 10 damage. You know, he can easily be doing lethal commander damage with him if you can just get out those big creatures. So pretty sweet, I'd say. And then we have some of the new cards, things like Anya, Merciless Angel. So she's a legendary angel, 4/4 for 5, flying. She gets +3/+3 for each opponent whose life total is less than half of their starting totals. And as long as an opponent's life total is less than half, she's also indestructible. So she's quite a nasty one, Anya. Very, very nasty. Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. Cool to see her being reprinted, and the 2 Titans, Inferno and Sun. There's lots of reprints in here. Then we have some of the newer cards like Kale's Captain, who has the Theros mechanic, because Disciple of Aroas, he's from Theros. The Monstrosity, and when he becomes monstrous, exile all artifacts and enchantments, which is a very white and red thing to do. So it just helps you keep control of the game a bit more, allowing you to get some of these bigger creatures down into play. So you can punch your opponent in the face really hard. So yeah, like I said, this is almost primarily creatures. You even have a bit, focus. You also have a bit of equipment in there just to help you out with getting in that damage. And then we're on to the lands. This one requires giants, which is interesting. You have to reveal a giant, otherwise it enters play tapped. Then you have lots of plains and mountains, and then onto the dual lands. Command tile, very useful to have. And there we go. So yeah, it's quite a simple deck. Compared to the other commander decks, this is much simpler than the previous ones. It really is just a beat stick combat deck. It just wants to punch your opponent as hard and as fast as it can, with big end game finishes like Mr. Kale here, giants and stuff like that, just to really punch through with damage. There's a good few cards you can get hold of to help improve that, creating extra combat steps, for example, or just boosting yourself during each combat. But this one is a no fuss, no mess deck. It is just pure, simple, unbridled punch in face. So if you're looking for an uncomplicated commander deck, this is the less complicated of all the other ones. Not to say it's bad in any way, by the way. It is still a very good, very solid deck because it's simple and pure in what it does. So there we go. That is a very quick look at Wade into Battle. So remember, everything you've seen here today can be bought and sold on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. Remember to like and subscribe. Check us out for some more videos. We'll be unboxing the rest of Commander 2015 as well. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.